Hello, this is Sue's Journal Adventures. Right, I'm here, and I'm not even going to say with a quick little project, because 9 times out of 10 that turns into a fib, and I don't fib. Well, I kind of do when I say I'm doing a quick project and 50 minutes later. Anyway, would you like in your journal beautiful watercoloured flowers? I would. Would you like to be able to paint watercoloured flowers? Would you? I would. I can't even really draw flowers. I can draw what I call flat flowers. Because they don't get any dimension with me. You know, people can make them look like they're curled and the petals are, you know, like they should be. Well, mine are kind of like this. Let me rip that off. Mine are kind of like that, which is not that grand, really. I mean, I can draw them slightly better than that. I can draw some things if I'm copying them from a picture. I'm not really very good at drawing, but I would love little sketches and watercolour pictures in my journal. So I was watching quite a few of Annelli's journaling. I love her journals. I just love all the mixed media and the fabric and the sewn bits and the... Oh, it's fab. Anyway, I was watching one of her videos last night and I saw her painting this beautiful watercolour flower and I was like, wow, must be so cool to be able to paint like that. And she did this beautiful set of blue flowers, and then she was doing this pink flower and I'm like, wow, that's so pretty. Then she said, I didn't paint this. And I'm like, what? I just seen you do it. So what she does is, have you got any embossing folders? Now, I don't have very many embossing folders with flowers on, but she did. So she embosses the paper and then she paints the watercolour on it, which I have done here. I'm ready. I have prepared. So, because I didn't want to have all my paints out. And my watercolour paints, to be fair, are absolutely rubbish. They only cost me about £2 and they're very chalky. So you have to really water them down and then you don't really get much colour. So, this is an embossed piece of coffee dyed card, which I have embossed. And then I have painted it with watercolour paints. And you don't have to be neat. You can do it on the raised side. And somewhere I tried it on a piece of paper on the depression side. It does still paint it. It doesn't go out of it because it's stuck in it. This it can spread. I don't know what's happening with this one, but anyway, that I thought that had flowers on, and it clearly doesn't. So I tried to choose a few embossing folders that had flowers on, and I didn't have that many. So so you know what we do, don't you, as crafters? We go on Temu and flipping order a load of flower embossing folders, big ones. Can't wait to get them, and then I can paint them, and then I can do this. So all she did was she painted them with watercolour paint, and then she went round them with a black Sharpie pen, a fine liner, went round them and then added in all the detail and the little, you know, veins and stuff. My pen, because my watercolour paint is cheap and rubbish, it's very chalky, and my pen doesn't really like going on the chalky bit. But so I'm thinking, oh, look, I've got watercolour painting. This is another one that I did. So it's embossed. I've painted on the embossed side. Let me have a look through camera. Oh, hey, it looks quite impressive through camera. It doesn't look that impressive in real life. But, so basically, if I can find one and if I can get it close enough for you to see, no, because then I go into the dark spot. Mine are actually roses on the embossing folder, they are actually roses. But when I'd put the paint on, I couldn't see the definition that much, because obviously it's watercolour, which is going to take your embossing down a little bit, which is why it then looks like a watercolour painting, because you don't see the raised bit. So I did this one, and I just drew around the edge of the roses because I couldn't really see them. And then I thought, well, I can't see them, so I'll just make like petals, and I'll put in the like detaily bits and, you know, the darker bit in the middle to look like it goes in a bit. So that's what I've done. So number one, if you are watching this and you have some embossing folders, maybe you were gifted some, or you've got some in a sale or at a charity shop, but you don't have the embossing machine, worry not. I can't get my embossing folders, they're over there. So basically, you would, let's pretend, we're pretending now, guys, this is an embossing folder, but you do not have the machine. Open your embossing folder, put your piece of paper in, give it a very light spritz with water. Very, very light. You don't want your paper wet through, because then when you take it out and it dries, it'll dry flat. So only a very light spritz of water. Close your embossing folder and get a rolling pin and just roll it backwards and forwards several times, and you will have an embossed piece of paper. So you can still do it, even if you've only got the embossing folders and you don't have the actual machine. If you're a good drawer, you don't even need any of this. You can just do it. So emboss it, watercolour it. You can get really cheap watercolour paints, but like mine, they might be a bit chalky and not exactly watercolour, more chalky colour. But anyway, so these, then what you're going to do with this? I mean, does that really look like I've drawn it by hand? Does it? Does it? Does it? I don't know. Anyway, so what I thought is, well, you know, we like our little masterpieces in our journals. So have you got any of these frames? I buy these things and then I don't know what the heck to do with them. Some people just randomly stick one on a page and put some stickers around it, and it looks cool. I put it on a page and it looks ridiculous. So I buy these and I don't use them very often. But hey, if I had my own little watercolour painting, well, do you know what? I just might use some of these. So I could have my very own, sorry, I keep going into the shade when I lift it up. The light's up there. I could have my very own little watercolour painting in my journal. So, and don't worry if you haven't got these. Well, what do you do if you haven't got these? What you do is you get a piece of coffee dyed card and you draw a rectangle with your ruler and cut it out. And then you get an X-Acto knife or a cutting knife or a blade or whatever you use, and you get your ruler and you cut the inside out. You can draw it first. I suggest you do that. Draw your little rectangle and draw your bit inside and then cut them out with a knife. You can have frames. You don't have to buy them. If you want a fancy edged frame, if you've got any fancy edged scissors, crack out the fancy edged scissors and make yourselves a little tiny frame. Then make your little painting. Oh, I feel like Picasso. Oh no, he did abstracts, didn't he? Okay, well, I'm not into painters, so I feel like Sue. Oh, dear me. There you go. So I've got one that I prepared earlier, but it isn't prepared. Now, this is the only one I had with a biggish flower on. Gosh, this has gone really watercolour. I can't even see it. This is the only flowers I've got that are biggish, but it's got clocks in the background. I don't really want to highlight the clocks. So I'm going to get the old Sharpie and I'm going to do it on camera. And you don't have to be really neat. She was doing it. Actually, she was doing it quite neat. neater than me. But yeah, it's just a matter of filling in the bits, you know, like going in. Oh, it's my Sharpie died. Sharpie, don't die. It's like, no, but I don't like working on that chalky paint. So I just was putting little veins in my leaves, and you know, that looks terrible. But anyway, oh, I've got to go around this, and my Sharpie's dying. I've got another Sharpie somewhere. Anyway, let's just see if it works. Now, I'm struggling to see this, but I'm just going to go around it anyway and hope that my pen lasts out for the duration of the video. Here's hoping. Sharpie is struggling. Sharpie is like, I'm not happy with you, Sue. What are you doing with me? You're making me work on chalky stuff and I don't like it. So you just go around, and it doesn't have to be exact and neat, because Anneli does these, they're like circles or squares, and then she draws the squares around in black, but they're not neat squares. They're not, you know, precise. So these don't have to be either. I think, have I gone over that leaf? Is that still part of the leaf? I don't know. I can't even flipping tell where I am anymore. I'm trying to follow the line of the raised bit, but the raised bit's gone down a bit. Oh, that's a bit of a big stalk for a leaf, isn't it? A bit of a fat stalk. So I think that's like that, and I think that's like that, and that goes over that one. Oh, that's a bit weird. That's a bit of a fat bottom. Okay, I'm just going with it, guys. I don't know if you can even see this thing. I tell you what, I can't either. It's not right good. The painting really is very watercolour on this one. Is this 2 leaves or is it 1? It's 1. No, it's that one. But it's, yeah. Okay. So I'm just going round. I can't even see the edge of the flower. And the light, the shadow from my hand doesn't really help. I'm trying to just go, I'm trying to feel it with the pen, you know. It'll look good. It'll look good. Have faith. It'll look good in the end. It will. So you just go around, go around, go around, go around. If you're a good drawer, then you really don't need to do any of this embossing and faffing and, you know, drawing, looking like you've drawn something. Yeah, you don't really need to do that. I don't know where this bit goes. Does it go down there? It sprouts off into that leaf there. And then a bit comes out of there. Yeah. Oh, this looks hideous at the moment, doesn't it? But, you know, it looks good when you've finished. If the others are something to go by, well, maybe not in my case, but Anneli did it, and she was just drawing in all the detail bits, and I'm like, wow, she's really good at drawing flowers. And then she came out with the fact that she didn't even draw it, and I'm like, what? Seriously? That's awesome. Oh, I can't see the edge of this flower. Does it go there? And there? And a bit up there? I don't know. Anyway, that does not look like a watercolour painting at the moment. It doesn't actually look that impressive, but I'm going to go in and add my little bits now. If the Sharpie lasts, you know, it's not looking right happy in the Sharpie. The Sharpie's struggling. We have a struggling Sharpie. This is, I don't like drawing on chalky paint. It's okay, it's okay. Just do it. You only have to do a little bit, look. I don't know what that is there. Maybe it's another leaf. Bit of a leaf, back of a leaf. I don't know. I don't know what that is. Maybe I should just put some lines on it. If in doubt, add lines. Yeah, let's get some veiny little leaves. Veins. Will you get some veiny veins on there? Ugh. Brain don't go to sleep. It's like, what are you even on about, Sue? Yeah, get some little. I'm getting. You know, I'm getting good now. You know, I'm getting expert. I'm making them a bit wavy. Yeah, I am. I think I'm an artist. I think I've actually done a watercolour painting, drawing. Oh yeah, look at me, getting them all curvy. I've got to do this shot. Oh my goodness, the flower. The flower might not be as good. It will, trust me, have faith. Have faith in Sue at Sue's Journal Adventures. She sometimes knows what she's doing. But yeah, I just thought this was such a cool idea because I cannot draw very well. Oh, these cats are driving me mad. Today, I kid you not, my son ain't here this weekend, so I don't have to worry about what to cook for dinner, what to cook for tea. You know, I just do what I want. Cats, on the other hand, are like, you think so, don't you? Yeah, whatever. Whatever, Trevor. I'm in, I'm out, I'm in, I'm out, I'm in, I'm out, I'm in, I'm out. And there's 3 of them, so they take it in turns. I'm out, I'm out, I'm in, I'm out, I'm in, I'm out. I'm just like, oh, pulling my hair out. Right, anyway, let's get the flower looking flower now. Take these into the middle and make them actually kind of look like petals. There is actually raised little things in the middle, but yeah, I'm just going off the what can I do here to make it look like a flower, basically. Right, so let's put some of these things in, because they have these things, don't they? They all have them things. So I'll put some of them in, because I like them. I know it doesn't look much like a flower at the minute, but just, you know, bear with me, bear with me. Sometimes I look at them and I think, so that looks absolutely hideous, but just bear with me. It does get better, honestly. What the heck have you done there, Sue? I don't know. Looks a bit like some cat's whiskers or something. Right. I'm going in detail now, guys. Do you want to come down? I mean, you're all the way up there. Can you even see what I'm doing? Does it look good? It's so good. It's not yet, but it will be. Have faith. So we have all little things going around here, and sometimes there's big spiky ones sticking up, and sometimes there's a bit of a dark one where you know, your thingy is, I don't know, what do you call it? The bit where it's dark. A bit like that, you know what I mean? It looks like it goes in a tube. I can't seem to do that on this flower for some reason. Had it down to a T in them others. But anyway, we're just you know, trying to make it look flowerish. Oh my goodness. How did I do it? What did I do? Well, I'm just going to go around with like little short ones. And then we'll have some kind of longer ones coming out of the middle. And then you have like a little kind of dark bit where it does go into a tunnel. Tunnel? Shoot, I don't know what I'm on about. Some have little flicky things on the end. You know, them little pollen doofers. Oh, that actually looks quite impressive. Hey, I'm impressed with that flower. It actually kind of sort of resembles a flower. It should do it embossed. Oh, golly gosh. Yeah, it's kind of not bad, is it? But if you want to draw watercolour flowers and have them in your journals, but you cannot draw, what a fantastic way of doing it. I'm just like, wow, that is such a cool idea. So, of course, I had to try it. I actually had to try it sitting on the floor. Oh, shall I do them little things on edge? I daren't. Hey, that looks more realistic. It looks like it's curling back a bit. Oh, get me. That's not the embossing folder. That's me. Okay, so yeah, we might want a little curl there, and we might want a, oh golly gosh, well, we might have another one of them, because why not? You know, looks cool, doesn't it? It's a bit stupid on that one, but anyway, yeah. So I'm just doing this, making it look a bit, you know, like I have drawn that and watercolour painted it. There's the idea for you. Where's the other bit of paper? This one, I'm not mad keen on this one, but it's okay. It's okay. It could go in there, and it could pass as a watercolour picture from me, because my drawing ain't that good. So I hope you like that idea, because I really liked that idea, and I thought, oh my goodness, if these embossing folders can make me look like I can draw and paint watercolour painting things, well, wow, I'm doing it. And you don't have to have your lines neat. Sometimes you can do the lines kind of scratchy like that, a bit not straight, wonky round the edge. Sometimes Nelly does paintings or drawings, and the kind of, so her paint will go outside the black lines, but her black lines will be kind of like, you know, more than one or two black lines. She'll have several black lines, and it looks really cool. Gosh, I'm doing it. So yeah, there we go, another fluid. So yeah, she does them sort of, you know, how can I call it, scrappy, scratchy, I don't know. I think you know what I mean. Not dead neat, like you've drawn a really neat flower. And sometimes her watercolour goes outside the black lines, which looks really cool. But yeah, I hope you like that idea, because I thought that were really cool. And I am going to put, I'm even going to sign it at the bottom, put my name. This is my work of art. I have done a watercolour painting, especially for my little journal. I think I prefer one of these, maybe. We'll have one of these. Yeah, that's better. Or maybe we could have, oh, this one. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. It's a short little video. Oh gosh, it was short, wasn't it, for me? 22 minutes. Woo, I think I've broke a record. So, hope you enjoyed that. Hope it's inspired you to go searching through your embossing folders and finding if you've got any flowers like me. Honestly, on Temu, embossing folders can be a bit expensive on there sometimes, but I found one, and there was about, I think there were 6 different flower ones. Look quite big, A5. And it said, I thought it'll be £3 odd for one. £3.45, I think it was. But they're in the sale, and it's a set. It says a set. So I'm like, oh, I'm going to order them. And then I scrolled down a bit and I saw another set, different. So I got them both. I didn't need them both. Did I need 12 embossing folders? No, that was really stupid. But anyway, I've got lots of flowers to pretend that I've watercoloured and drawn. So there you go. Hope you've enjoyed that, and I will see you again very soon.